Assemblymember Joe Patterson, you are recognized for your adjournment in memory.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Members, it's with great sadness that I ask that you join me today and adjourn in the memory of Aldo C. Pineschi, Jr., an absolute pillar of the Placer County community. Aldo was born in Roseville on December 13th, 1957. He was raised in a family with a passion for community, local politics, and philanthropic service. And that upbringing turned out to be instrumental in Aldo's identity, career, and work ethic. Aldo was a local boy. He attended St. Rose Catholic School, Roseville High School, and Sierra College before transferring to UC Davis, where he pursued a degree in political science. When Aldo returned home to Roseville after graduation, he married his childhood friend and neighbor, Leslie, and the two had two children, Evangeline and Anthony. Aldo opened Aldo Pineschi Consulting, where he quickly became revered for his keen instinct and became a quiet giant in the Placer County community. Those who ran for office or placed a measure on a ballot always deferred to Aldo. His unique understanding of the fabric of Placer County made him an asset to any team he was a part of during his 40-year career. Aldo worked with the Roseville, Rockland, and Lincoln Chambers of Commerce, the Placer Business Alliance, Lighthouse Counseling and Family Resource Center, Visit Placer, the Health Education Council, the American Leadership Forum, the Placer Breast Foundation, and so many more. He created the Santucci Golf Tournament, which raises scholarship money for students within Roseville Joint Union High School District. And he was the driving force behind causes such as the Tommy Apostles Fund, an organization that helps struggling families afford clothing, school supplies, and other essentials. If there was a scholarship fund, local community group, or nonprofit, Aldo was almost certainly a part of it. Despite his many accomplishments, Aldo was known for his humble demeanor and aversion to the limelight, preferring to work behind the scenes unnoticed. He was an ally and friend to many in my community. Aldo was 66 years old when he passed away on May 28 this year in Roseville after a year-long battle with cancer. He's survived by his wife of 38 years, Leslie, and their children, Evangeline and Anthony, his sister, Leah Alberto, and her husband, Mario, his brother, Alan Pineschi, his spouse, Susan, brother, Neil Pineschi, and his partner, Diane Perini, mother-in-law, Susan Gatto, brother-in-law, Eric Gatto, his spouse, Deb, and many nieces and nephews. On a personal story, after the lines were drawn after redistricting, I happened to be out in Roseville one day, and I saw Aldo walk into the restaurant that I was at. And I hadn't really told anybody, but I said to him, I said, hey, you know, I think I'm going to run for this assembly seat that's going to open up. And for those of you who are, you know, may be familiar with Placer County politics, I was kind of an outsider when I came through Rockland City Council and then to this position that I hold now. And when I told Aldo that, I didn't really know what to expect. He wasn't a guy who, you know, a lot of people, you know, we all have these in our community. Those people that you go up and you sort of like kiss the ring, like you sort of say, hey, I'm going to do this. He was not one of those guys, but he's a guy you wanted to tell. And I was so lucky to run into him this day, and the encouragement that he gave me, he said, Joe, I like that. You should run for that office. And he was literally the first person to know outside of my wife and kids. And so I'll never forget that moment. And he will be remembered as a wise leader, a selfless humanitarian, and a pillar in his community. He will deeply be missed. Members, I ask that you join with me and adjourn in the memory of Aldo Pineschi.
Thank you, Mr. Patterson.